everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Your Road to Home, where we like to introduce you to our area of the Carbon Valley. We're excited to share some of our stories here and hopefully inspire you on your road to home. I'm Kendra Badgekar with LPT Realty, here with
Maxine Carey, Guardian Mortgage.
And today we're on the road getting ready to pick up one of our friends, Amy Weller with Beam Your Brand. She has an amazing custom gifting business where she created this hat for me, which has my logo on it.
I know we're tricking her to see if she notices that we're wearing, well, Kendra's wearing her hat.
Yes, see if she notices that I'm wearing her swag that she made for me. So if you need beautiful custom gifts or swag for your own business, she's your gal. We're super excited to share her story with you. She's an amazing community member who really gives a lot to our community, right? She's involved in a lot of different things.
She really is. I think she's a chamber ambassador. She's on events committee. She does a lot of things. So anyway.
She does. So we're getting ready to pick her up, and we're excited for you guys to meet Amy with Beam Your Brand.
She's hopping in. We got to get her belted up, seat belted up.
Amy, welcome in.
Hey guys. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
It is a beautiful day.
It is.
You got to
Beautiful day
buckle up
today.
your seatbelt when you drive in my car.
Can't be trusted here.
Are we?
I would have
gonna
sang
go,
that little ditty, but
Are we gonna go hot rodding?
we might.
We might.
Sweet.
You never know what kind of back road we find here in Firestone. All right, so everyone, we're excited for you to meet Amy with Beam Your Brand. Amy, do you want to tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you got started with Beam Your Brand? Because this is a very awesome story.
It's actually a very amusing story. It was not a pre-thought out. I've never had an affinity for lasering. So Beam Your Brand started because we had dinner with some friends. She had a little desktop laser and she was cranking out keychains for realtors, selling them on Etsy, bringing in some extra side cash. And I thought, that sounds kind of fun. I could probably do that. Pondered on it for a couple weeks. Mentioned it to my husband, who said, well, I was thinking of getting a laser because I would like to cut model airplane kits, because he's very much into the model airplane hobby. So instead of a small portable desktop laser, we ended up with a gigantic smart car sized laser that sits in the garage.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that big.
It is that big. And since we got it, he helped me set it up, helped me dial it all in, and he has cut absolutely zero model airplane kits on it.
Typical, man.
Have you cut any? Have you cut any for him?
I have not. He actually just asked me the other day if I was potentially interested in cutting any airplane kits.
Hold on, and you've been doing this for how many years now?
2 years now, just over 2 years. Yes.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. So yes, potentially we could be cutting some model airplane kits, but that's not its primary function.
Okay.
So that is your inspiration. Did you, your friend who was doing it on Etsy, is she still doing it?
She is still doing keychains on Etsy, and she's got a few other realtor geared products. But yeah, she's never really gone, she really didn't have any interest in going beyond the keychains.
Okay.
So,
Okay, got it.
Yep, so she's still doing her thing on Etsy.
Very cool. So you do a plethora of things, right? You can do the realtor gifts, you can do custom gifts. What are some of your top sellers that you have?
Oh gosh, I don't know. My ball caps are probably one of my top sellers. Realtor closing gifts, so cutting boards. I do a mix of everything, but I'm trying to focus down more towards my business-minded clients. So more of the realtor closing gifts. I'm going to be working on doing some signage with some businesses locally, hopefully, and doing some more tumblers. So geared more towards my business customers. But yeah, I can do almost anything. You dream it up, send it to me, and I can get it figured out for you.
Did you realize Kendra was wearing your hat?
I did realize Kendra was wearing this hat.
Okay.
It's got the ponytail hole in it, ladies. This hat is amazing. Amazing. So cute.
And then hold it. Now show us your tumblers really quick.
So tumblers. So
And
this
then
is
you
my
etch on
skinny tumbler, and I have mine double side engraved.
Oh, look at that. It's got the fancy
Does.
Yeah.
double-sided. Oh, look at that. Beam Your Brand right there.
And you can pick your phrase that you want to put on
You
there.
can put whatever you want. So you can do them with just a logo. You can do them logo and a name. You can put phrase on there if you'd like to make it all geared specifically for you, specifically for your business.
Very cool. What's one of your favorite ways to market to local business to grow your brand and get new clients?
Marketing is still where I'm a little bit slow. I'm starting to do some one-on-one coffee meetings, pop-bys with some samples to some of my bigger businesses.
Nice.
I'm always very appreciative if when somebody I work with posts me up, gives me a little boost. I think word of mouth with what I do is a huge boost because people want to know that they can trust the person that they're working with. So when it comes from somebody that has bought your product and is happy with your product, truly happy with your product, I think it goes a lot further than just me stopping by and saying, hey, I can do this for you.
So
I agree with that.
you don't have minimums, right? Or do you?
I do not currently have minimums. So if you want to order one of something, I'm happy to do that. And then I also do bulk orders with a discount. So
Got it, okay.
the more you order, the more you save.
Awesome. And you can do shipping and local pickup.
I do shipping and I do local delivery. So anywhere in the lower 48, and depending on cost, if you're willing to pay it, I'll ship to Hawaii and Alaska too.
Awesome. Can you share with us one of the struggles that you've had in building your business? Maybe something that could encourage somebody else trying to launch their own local business?
I think the biggest struggle is marketing yourself. Not being afraid to get out there and talk to people. I'm a huge introvert, but over the years and over my multiple jobs,
What you talking about with us?
I am.
What? We were just telling everybody before we picked you up, like how involved you are in the community. And
I am, and I do that because it helps to get me out there. It gives me, it's something that's on my calendar that I need to go do, or I'm really good at not going and doing it. So I have to be very conscientious of making those efforts to get out and actually talk to people. It's probably the most difficult part of the business. I'm happy to sit in my shop all day long and just tinker and make things.
Right? Just create.
But if I don't get out and sell, I have nothing to tinker and make. So yeah, I believe it or not, yes, I am an introvert. I would rather stay home.
But you do a lot of like vendor shows and stuff, right?
I have been doing a lot of vendor shows. I'm on the fence this year as to whether or not I'm going to do very many of them. They require a lot of pre-production and a lot of guessing as to what's going to sell, what's not going to sell, and they're exhausting. Honestly, I love the people. I love to get out. I love to see the people. I love being in the event. But it's a lot to set up and to tear down. And like I said, each event takes me a week to 2 weeks to ramp up pre-production and have all of that product ready for. So I may or may not do very many events. I may just do some focused events this year. So maybe a pop-up here and there. You never know.
Nice.
So do you have a lot of leftover inventory from those shows?
I have a little bit less after the sale that I just ran. But yeah, I do sometimes end up with a lot of inventory left over. That's kind of been a struggle. I work hard to try and have a sale on occasional to clear it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I just have to give in and give it away somewhere, use it as a giveaway, or some of my earlier products that I realized were not made as well as what I make now actually wandered off to the thrift store somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Because sometimes you just have to realize that those first products you made are just not as high a quality,
Sure.
and move on, get over it.
I'm sure that's quite
Learning.
the trial and error process.
Learning,
Yeah,
yeah.
It
absolutely.
is, yeah. And I have definitely do different products now than I did when I first started.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you decide what is trendy and how you're going to get new items in the store? Is it just by request or?
By request, I keep an eye on a lot of laser Facebook groups to see what they're selling. I keep my eye on Etsy to see what products are trending and selling well, and just trial and error. Sometimes I try a product that I think is going to go really well and it's a total flop. Other times I sample a product that I'm a little ambivalent on, and it goes crazy. So I haven't hit on what I would call a viral product yet, but I've had some that have been fairly steady for me. The hats, the tumblers, the cutting boards are probably my bread and butter products at this point in time, and it's just expanding on a lot of that.
Awesome. That is great. If you could give advice to another person looking to start their own business, what would you tell them?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, I'm kidding.
There are days like that for sure.
There are so many days like that. And that's probably the biggest thing, is just know that there are going to be days that you want to give up and throw in the towel, and you think that you've absolutely lost your mind. And then there are going to be days that are totally the opposite, and you think this is the best idea that you've ever had. And somewhere in between those is where you ideally want to be. You're just going to have to know that you're going to have to put your big girl pants on or your big boy pants on and just keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as failing unless you give up.
I like that. That's awesome.
So do you love what you do?
Most days, yes, I do. I like it better than what I have done in the past. I definitely like it better than corporate work. I got burnt out on that. Yeah, and I've met some amazing people because of what I do. I get to do events that I wouldn't do otherwise, so it's fun. It's a great time.
And you do personal pop-ups too. It doesn't have to be branded stuff. Like you,
Right.
you do Colorado stuff, and
Yep. I do Colorado themed stuff.
you do the Highland cows.
I do the Highland cows. I do want to get back into the bigger wall art pieces. I've got some really cool wall maps that are coming out, some travel maps, some U.S. park maps, a state park map. They're brand new. They're going to be rolling out probably in the next month.
Are those the 3D kind of ones?
Yep, they're really cool. I think I've posted the U.S. travel map before, but the U.S. travel map is a map of the United States. It's going to have states that have adhesive on the back, so when you travel to that state, you pull the backing off and you stick it in like a wooden sticker.
Oh, that's
So
so
you can fill in
awesome.
the travel map, and then the little state park maps have little trees. So once you have visited the park, same thing, you pull the backing off and stick them in the map to mark which parks that you have visited. So I'm pretty excited about those, especially with spring and summer coming up. A lot of people are going to be traveling. So.
Yes, we're gonna need a state park map as well. That's hard to say.
It is.
But I love that idea. That's super fun.
So yeah, so those will be coming out hopefully in the next month.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When did you move to the Carbon Valley?
We moved to the Carbon Valley right in the middle of COVID, right in 2020.
How come you chose this area?
It's back
big
towards home. I grew up over in Fort Lupton.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma lives just on the other side of 52 in Dacono, and my dad is actually still in Fort Lupton. My husband's family is in Fort Lupton. We didn't want to be in Fort Lupton. We wanted to be a little more west, and the Carbon Valley is where we found a place to settle, and I absolutely love it here. I think the people are friendly.
Where did you move from?
We were down in Lakewood Morrison area.
Okay.
So
That's a pretty area.
it is beautiful. I worked just outside of Golden for almost 8 years. So it is beautiful. I'm glad I wasn't down there just this past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
got
for
a
sure.
lot of snow.
Yeah,
they got a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you are the quintessential of why Kendra and I are doing this. Your road to home, they always say you can come back home, right? And that's kind of what you did. This is where you're rooted. This is where your people are. So you understand kind of our concept that, your home is more than a door. It's the community that you live in. The people that you share your life with that are going to help you grow your business. So yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks.
All right, let's hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Oh gosh,
Get to know you a little bit.
Try not to brain glitch on
Okay.
you.
What's your favorite restaurant here in the Carbon Valley?
Elf Grill,
Oh, nice. What's your favorite thing to eat there?
the BLT.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay. We haven't been there very often. We got to try that again.
very down home food.
Yeah, I love that they always have the green lights on the outside of the building. Super cute. What's your favorite book that you've read recently?
I am working my way through the You Are a Badass series by Jen Cisneros.
Yes.
Yep.
Have you read those yet?
I have not.
Oh, put that on your Audible list.
It's
Listen to that in the car. They're
It's
amazing.
a great series.
Okay.
Where do you like to go on the weekends?
My shop,
Nice. Catching up on that.
right? Unless I have a horse show coming, and then we're off to the horse show.
Fair enough.
Oh, jeez.
So you do you own horses?
Currently, I'm riding one of my dad's horses. I actually lost my guy not quite 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he was 20.
Right.
He had a great life.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad you still have one to ride. That's hard to let go of.
It is.
What other questions you got, Maxine?
Well, I was going to say Highland cow or Jersey cow.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
Highland cow.
Okay.
Gotta love their little shaggy forelocks.
80s music or country music?
Depends on my mood.
Okay.
Depends on my mood.
Okay.
I like those. If you could take a vacation anywhere right now, where would you go?
Ireland.
Ooh, that's on my wish
That's a
list
good
too.
one. Yeah.
Have you been there before?
I have not been there, but I have a lot of heritage there.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a bucket list trip for sure. All right. Any last questions that you have?
I have none.
Okay.
You
All
sure?
right.
I'm captive audience.
What else do you want to tell us about yourself? Do you have any?
Do you have anything coming up with your business that you would like to announce besides the maps coming out?
Now I have the maps coming out. I'm getting ready to head to Kansas over Mother's Day weekend for a horse show where I'll vend. And that's about it. I don't have anything huge coming right now, unless you guys have suggestions.
No.
Well, if any of you listening have suggestions, let us know in the comments,
Right.
and Amy will get it done for you.
You got it.
Yeah, anything popular that you like to see.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to contact Amy, we're going to leave her information in the description.
Yep.
Below. I don't know where that goes.
Yep. We'll have her website available for you.
Yeah, and reach out to her. Yeah. Show your community, being your brand, some love.
I would love that.
That's right. Awesome, Amy. Well, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Your Road to Home. We hope to encourage you guys on your road to home, hopefully in the Carbon Valley one day.
Yeah.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.